Stadium on a wet and rainy day in St. Charles, Missouri, but it's going to be a good one here at Lindenwood between the number 2 team in the nation and the Lindenwood Lions, who are taking on the number 3 team in the country in the Regis University Rangers. Dominic Koster alongside Troy Hood calling all today's action live on the Lindenwood Sports Network. For today's thrower of a lacrosse matchup between the number 2 team in the nation, the Lindenwood Lions, and number 3 team in the country, and the Regis Rangers. This is Dominic. Hello and welcome everyone to Lindenwood University's Harlan C. Hunter Stadium for today's huge lacrosse matchup between the number 2 team in the nation in the Lindenwood Lions and the number 3 team in the country in the Regis Rangers. This is Dominic Koster along with Troy Hood calling all today's action live on the Lindenwood Sports Network. And Troy, it's a special day here at Lindenwood. These two teams, bitter rivals, first time they met all year long, first time they met since last year in the NCAA tournament. Big game between two of the best teams in the country.
Absolutely, both undefeated, both ranked in the top 5. Regis took out the Lions' championships hopes last year on this field. We couldn't have a better setup for today.
The Lions are in their all blacks, moving from right to left, while the Rangers are moving from left to right in their all whites. Both teams, as Troy said, 12-0, Lions 4-0 in RMAC play, while the Rangers are 5-0. Fedorowski, the player to watch for Lindenwood. On the other side, Sarah Myers. And a little bit of a miscue on the opening draw, so both teams will get reset.
Can we get the baseball game out of our headsets?
On the start today in goal for Lindenwood, as usual, Allie Smith with a save percentage just under 500 on the year. She has not lost a game this season. Opening draw is up, and it's won by the Regis University Rangers. They'll have the first possession of the game. Down the middle they come with possession, but an early whistle is called, and Lindenwood will take the ball. Charge against the Rangers. So here come Lindenwood down the central. Won their last game 16-7 against Colorado State Pueblo last Sunday here at home. This is their second to last home game of the regular season. They don't return at home until April 27th. On the far side, Lindenwood's got it. Morgan Reeder. Up the field now, Lindenwood's got it. Opening minute of play at Harlan C. Hunter Stadium. It's a cold, wet day in St. Charles, Missouri, but still a good crowd in attendance for both sides. Behind the goal with the ball, Sammy Smith, the midfield senior with 15 goals on the year and 4 assists. He gives it off to the far side.
Lindenwood in a spread. They've got 3 players stacked on the back post.
That pass just over the stick of Smith, but she's able to knock it to her right, but it's won in a great defense effort by the Rangers. Spinning out of danger and getting the possession is Katie Schillmuller. Schillmuller passes it all the way up. Ball rolls to the far side and goes out of play. It'll be a Lindenwood possession.
Trying to push too hard out of the back end. Bit of nerves from both teams.
I talked to Coach pre-game, Cribben, in his 14th season. I asked him, I know it's a lot of excitement for games like this, but butterflies also are likely to come with it, and it's such a big rivalry game, you'd expect to see some nerves out on the field.
Oh, of course. Lindenwood, again, being very settled. They're not just running the ball up here, just making easy passes. And now the offense is going to switch.
Haley Gallant gives it off. Now it's on the far side. Gallant in the last game was strong for Lindenwood as she's been all year long. She scored 3.
Now they're holding the ball. They're going to make Regis play a lot of defense. They're using the shot clock to their advantage. Again, looking in a stack on the back side, Sammy Smith running the offense from behind.
Behind the goal, Sammy Smith. Goes to the near side, Garland Pfizer, the junior out of Germantown, Tennessee.
The whole side's open.
Fedorowski gets past her defender. The shot comes in just wide. Carly Fedorowski's been dangerous all year long and almost gets an early good start for Lindenwood. And so far, Troy, it's been all possessions for Lindenwood in the attacking end, nothing on the other side so far.
Well, I mean, we're just getting started, and it's obvious they're using the clock. The referee just called for a reset, so Lindenwood's shot clock will be reset at 90 seconds here, so a big break for the Lions right off the bat.
Smith moves over to her left. On her right is Pfizer in the middle. 3 Lindenwood Lions look for separation. One of them being Paige Sutton, the attacking freshman. Smith still waits. No rush for her at the moment. Smith
Every one of the players in that stack is a finisher. Wildheart, Sutton, Gallant.
Still waiting for someone to open up is Sammy Smith.
From the way it looks, they want Regis to come pressure, and they're not falling for it. This game is starting off as a chess match.
The only defender close to Smith at the moment, Katie Schillmuller, as she still waits.
They'll go at about 30 seconds. Well, no, they'll go now.
Sammy Smith gets on the move over to her right. Rolls it around. About 4 minutes gone in the first half. Still no good chances for either side. Both
Going
teams.
to lefty. Hagberg.
Only one combined shot as the ball's on the ground, and it's won around the 25-yard line by Lindenwood. Right into her left, Carly Fedorowski. Fedorowski's got 28 goals to lead the team on the season, tie for the team lead in that category. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Fedorowski on her left, now on her right, draws 3 defenders, tries to get past all of them. 3 seconds left. Pfizer with it on her left side, lost the handle of it. That's how the possession will end for Lindenwood. Still 0-0 with 25:40 left to go in the first. They have a full-on sprint down the middle of the field. The Rangers got numbers. With it is a dangerous goal scorer, Sarah Myers. She gives it over to her left. Now it's Kylie Peoples. She balances it out. Now they'll slow it down to the 20-yard line. Peoples gives it off. Good first possession of the game for the Regis Rangers. Behind the goal, Lauren Hurd, the senior out of Pueblo, Colorado, scored 13 goals on the year to this point. But now it's Myers, the leading goal scorer. She gives off into the middle, off the stick of Peoples, and it rolls around. Trying to get a hold of it are the Lindenwood Lions, but it bounces out, and a white jersey collects. Won by the Regis Rangers, 12-0 on the year, as are the Lions. They have the attack. Ball into the middle, lost the handle of it, but was able to recollect it.
Great
now
check.
It's hit away, and Fedorowski collects it off the ground. She'll run on the near side.
Another cause turnover for Fedorowski.
Fedorowski throws it all the way across. Now it's taken on the far side by Morgan Reeder. Reeder with the defender
numbers.
chasing. She's got it on her right side, looking into the middle. Now passes it off to Gallant. Lindenwood's leading point scorer on the season with 45 points entering the game. 24 minutes, 20 seconds left to go in the first half. Score is still 0-0 between two of the top teams in the entire country. Lindenwood number 2, while the Rangers are number 3. That's according to the Nike U.S. Division II lacrosse rankings. Another slow possession for Lindenwood as Gallant has it on the near side. Gives it off to Wildheart. Smith with a good move. Gets on her right. Shot comes in. Save made. First save of the game for L. Crawford. And he'll be taken out of danger. First real chance of the game so far, Troy. Good opportunity for Lindenwood getting into the middle. But Crawford shows her class with her first big save of the game.
She was in great position to make that stop.
On the shot was Sammy Smith. With it now and passing it up the field was Kylie Peoples, the sophomore from Castle Rock, Colorado. Now it's another attacking opportunity for the visitors. On the far side, they have it. Passing around the net. Allie Smith, the goalkeeper for Lindenwood as the whistle's blown.
They're going to call that. I don't know the call. I didn't see the call. That was made behind the play. This is going to be an offensive foul. Ball transitions back to the Lady Lions and Megan Ray.
Lindenwood will take it. Megan Ray, a freshman that can do it all. Started in defense last week, but it came into the game and got herself on the score sheet as well. So a multi-purpose player that's useful for Lindenwood. On the near side, she has it. Ball lost for a second, but collected by Remy Larson, the midfielder. Now passes all the way back to Allie Smith. 22 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the first half. Still a 0-0 game as Gallant came back for it. Doesn't get the ball. Allie Smith walking all the way up to the 40-yard line, still waiting for a pass.
Both teams have similar tactics with the way they want to ride and clear the ball, so make sure to be very patient.
What a run by Hagberg. Down one and just lost it right into a defender.
Well,
what a
call
move
a
by
block
Hagberg.
on that. Defender didn't have her position established, so this will be outside the 8 meter, so it won't be a free position shot. But defender will have to move behind Hagberg. She'll get to trigger from almost right in front of the net, but a good 12 meters, a little less than 12 meters out.
The powerful sprint by Hagberg leads to the best scoring opportunity of the game so far for Lindenwood. Still 0-0, 22-17 left to go on the game clock in the first half of this bitter rivalry matchup.
Sense of very, both sides being quite tentative. This, both of these teams can score goals in bunches, but neither is willing to really just let their skills hang out.
Hagberg lost the handle of it before she could pass it off, but Lindenwood still in a chance to win it, and they do. Getting it right off the ground and winning possession, Emma Wildheart. Now it's Fedorowski slowing it down. 25 seconds left to go on the shot clock. 22 minutes left in the half. Fedorowski with the move towards goal. Passes it off to Sammy Smith just over her stick. Unlucky break for Lindenwood. Regis ball. Now it'll be taken the other way by the number 3 Regis Rangers. They're coming off a dominant win. Their first shutout of the season. That came against Oklahoma Baptist on Friday in a 20-0 dominant performance.
Oklahoma Baptist just getting started as a program. It could have been worse. They were very classy in their win.
On the far side, the Rangers have it. Passing it off was Allie Vanek. 24 goals and 14 assists for the do-it-all attacker for the Rangers. Pass goes into the middle. No one home. Won by Elena Geronimo. Now it's Smith. Smith with it. Waits once again. A good attack for a second for the Regis Rangers. Just went without any reward as a loose pass went to the middle, but the Lindenwood Lions will take it. Before the game, I talked to Craven Valley's great defense on the year. The team's only allowed more than 10 goals once. That came against Colorado Mesa in early March. So, Troy, this Lions team, they've been stout on defense. A lot of it, according to Coach Cribben, is due to the experience on that side.
Oh, absolutely. That's where all the leadership comes, and the lady with the ball right now, Morgan Reeder, she's as much a part of that as anybody. But Megan Ray also with the ball here now, very staunch defender as a freshman.
Ray to Gallant. Gallant on the season, tied for that team leading goals, along with Carly Fedorowski at 28.
She needs the ball in her stick.
Has 17 assists as well. Gives it off over to her right. Taken by Wildheart. Wildheart puts a move on her defender. That's Myers. Now gives it off. 15 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Under 20 minutes left to go in the first half. And that's one off of Gallant, but the ball's on the ground. Gallant picks it up, but a whistle's blown. That'll go against Lindenwood.
We call a push on LU and turn the ball over, and then we'll, again, this is very much a chess match still at this point. You have two teams that can really score, and no one's really wanted to hang it out yet. But just as I say that, we've got a numbers break going the other way. But
the speed of Maya Quigley down the middle, losing her defenders, had plenty of room, and now gives it off to Peoples. Peoples to the far side. Slowly moves it in. From the 15-yard line, still looking for one of their first chances of the game. So far, 0 shots for Regis. Good move against Ray. Vanek looks for room.
Remy Larson shutting off Myers. They're denying the Rangers' big gun the ball. They're going to have to say, you can score, but it has to be somebody else.
Ball's behind the goal. 35 seconds left to go on the shot clock. 18:40 in the first half. Score still 0-0. Trying to change that are the visiting Rangers. They played 5 teams in the top 25 this season. They're 5-0, while Lindenwood's gone against one top 25 team. They won that game. So both teams have experience against top squads. That shot just goes over from Lauren Hurd.
Looks like Hurd just got a stick in the face and it wasn't called.
She argues her case with the Ref to the near side as
Good
shot comes
save.
in, and Allie Smith makes the stop, her first of the game, to keep the score level at 0.
That's what a goalie wants. You want to feel the ball. You want to get hit once, and then you know you're in the game. And that's a good position save for her. She didn't have to react very much to stop the ball.
Allie Smith, a junior goalkeeper out of Phoenix, Arizona, getting that first save. Now it's Pfizer. Pfizer to the far side. A low pass finds its target.
Timeout, Lindenwood.
But a timeout is called. 17 minutes, 42 seconds left to go in the first half. Lindenwood Lions tied 0-0 with the Regis Rangers, both teams in the top 3. It's Dominic Kosher along with Troy Hood on the Lindenwood Sports Network. But Troy, so far, a defensive battle between two of the top teams in the nation.
Yeah, and as I said, they're making it a defensive battle. I mean, this is an example of you've got two very strong teams, and they're staring each other down, wondering who's going to flinch first.
Score 17-42. It's a cold day here at Harlan C. Hunter Stadium, but a good crowd in attendance. Not too shabby. A lot of umbrellas, a lot of jackets. Warm up here.
And students up in one of the observing rooms up in the athletic office. There's more eyes on the game than we see here in the stands.
It's one of the biggest attendance of the year for one of the biggest games of the year. As I said, only one game against top 25 team so far this season for the Lindenwood Lions, and that was on the road at Colorado Mesa back on March 9th. They won that game 18-15. First time facing a top team in the country at home, so the fans responded, and there's been a lot of hype all week for this game on social media, promoting it as well. Everyone knows the significance of this game. I talked, as I said, with Cribben before the game, and he said this is not likely going to be the last time these two teams meet this season.
Oh, no.
They could likely meet more than just once in the postseason as well.
Now there's the RMAC tournament coming up, and then also the NCAA tournament. So it's quite likely that they'll be put in the same region in the NCAAs, assuming they both get a bid, and I assume they will. Whoever doesn't win the RMAC will get an at-large bid. With two teams ranked this high, whoever loses this game is not going to drop very far in the rankings. This is a great test. You know, as a coach, sometimes you don't want a game like this during the season, but you really do, because it really shows you where you're at.
Coach described it as a measuring stick for the rest of the season. If they can get something out of this game, it would be huge for the team. On the near side, Paige Sutton trying to get this Lions offense jump-started. Got off to a quick start last week against Colorado State Pueblo, but against this tight Regis defense, a bit of more of a challenge. They still have the ball behind the goal. 45 seconds left to go on the shot clock. 17-15 on the game. Losing the handle on the near side, but not being challenged, so she can easily pick it up. Abby Hagberg.
Hagberg's a lefty. She's going to want to come to the other side. Good check.
Ball's lost, but won by Fedorowski right off the ground. Keeps the handle of it. 25 seconds left to go on the shot clock. And she runs around the 15-yard line, now the 10. And just lost it, but it goes behind the goal. Won by Sammy Smith. Smith to Pfizer on the near side. She moves it to the 20. Collected by Hagberg. She moves in, looking towards goal. Now on her left side. 10 seconds left to go on the shot clock. The shot goes just past the left corner. Now 8 seconds left, as Lindenwood still has it.
Smith's going to need to go for herself. The officials have got to come together. I think the clock ran off a couple of seconds, but we'll see what they have to check on.
At the moment, there are 6 seconds left on the shot clock, while there are 16 minutes and 34 on the game. For now, that's what it'll stay as.
Now, if she doesn't have somebody pop open quick, she'll just roll the ball in the corner and then get back and defend. There's no need to go. Now we've got official coming to check the bench. Coach Cribben's got quite a bit to share. I think he's making them aware of the shot clock, that they're 4 seconds clicked off the shot clock without the ball being in play.
Take it down to 4.
So it looks like the umpire is going over to correct the time, maybe or maybe not.
And we're looking for their first goal game. Smith's going to have to hurry. She runs towards goal, passes it into the middle, goes on the ground. That's going to be the end of the shot clock, and it's a shot clock violation. Good defending again by the Regis Rangers, forcing another scoreless possession on Lindenwood. Down the middle come the Regis Rangers. Another good run. We've seen this a couple times already out of Maya Quigley. She's doing it again. Just lost the handle of it. Now it's bouncing on the ground to the 40. Sammy Smith trying to win it for the Lions. Still rolling. Now it's one. Paige Sutton collects it. Quick turnover on the Rangers, but now the Lions almost turn it over. Down into the middle. Bounce it up and all over the place. And now it's won by Lindenwood. Collecting it, Remy Larson.
Great atmosphere. We've got a pep band here in the stands. First time I've seen a pep band at a women's game here at Hunter, but what a way to turn out for the team.
The drums are playing, and that's a trumpet as well. I'm not really good on my instruments, but 15 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the first half as the pass goes to the near side for Megan Ray. Now it's Sutton. So far, shots 3-2 in favor of Lindenwood. Not many on either side. Smith has made one save for the Lions, while Crawford's made two for Regis.
Now Lindenwood changing formation. They're in a big spread now. They don't have their stack set up. And Wildheart back in the game, but Farley also coming in, playing midfield. She's going to fill that spot for Gracie Pine out today. And she's every bit as the same sort of threat. And at 6 foot tall, she's got a little different skill set.
She scored 9 goals on the year. Gallant with it. 14:44 left to go in the first half. Score still 0-0. Now 20 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Sammy Smith moves it on her left, now her right. She's jousting with her defender. That's Quigley. Moves her over to her left side. 8 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Point towards goal. Here comes Wildheart. What a spin move past her defenders. And
she draws the 8 meter.
What a job done by Wildheart. Was surrounded by a triangle of Rangers and was able to draw the foul.
You're getting doubled inside the 8. Just need to make a hard move to the goal. And odds are you're going to make it look like you're shooting. Odds are you'll draw the attention of the officials.
Wildheart shot is in the back and the Lions strike first. Emma Wildheart, she's the one that deserved it, drew the foul, gets the goal. Lions lead 1-0 with 14:20 left to go in the first half.
Fantastic move from Wildheart as she penetrated the defense and just kept the play alive as the shot clock pounded down, and she earned the free position and then didn't really think about it too much. Just put the ball inside the post, and we're up 1-0 with we got here 14-20. Wow.
There was
a majority of the half went by before a goal drop, and with the way these two teams can score, that's big news.
There was just 1 second left on the shot clock when that ball found its way past Crawford in goal. The last second scoring for Lindenwood gives them a 1-0 advantage. Goal number 15 on the year for Emma Wildheart as she opens the scoring here at Harlan C. Hunter Stadium. Draw goes up, and it's won by the Rangers, trying to collect it and going down to the ground in an effort to do so, and losing her stick was Wendy Doynier.
Reeder's going to draw that foul. She sold out for the ball, and going to judge that she was contacted from the back.
Lions force yet another turnover early on in a Regis possession. They got on the far side. Good, strong run down that end with some room surrounding her. With it for Lindenwood, Remy Larson to Hagberg.
Now she's on her natural side. This will be a better look for her.
Hagberg with it. Lions with the 1-0 lead. 13:40 left to go in the first half. One of these teams will stay undefeated as both are 12-0 on the year. Still with the ball sustaining at the 15 is Hagberg. Takes some time off the clock. Now she gets on the move. Gives it off to Pfizer. Pfizer at the 20. On the year for Pfizer, 2 goals and 5 assists for the junior. Now attack where she fakes it one way, now goes the other, trying to lose her defender. Good defending in the end, however, by Quigley. Now it's Fedorowski. Fedorowski into a dangerous possession. The shot comes. Fedorowski finds the back of the net. 2-0 Lindenwood.
Carly took a little something off that. She looked like she was going to, her tendency is to bury it far post. She took a little off that and put it near side high. So a little gamesmanship from the Swiss Army knife for the Lindenwood Lions lacrosse team.
Carly Fedorowski gets goal number 29 on the season to lead the Lindenwood Lions, and they have a 2-0 lead with 12 minutes and 56 seconds left to go. And Troy, the perfect start for the Lions against one of the top teams in the country.
No, absolutely. You're taking a team that scores a lot and you're denying them the ball, plus doing your own, what you want to accomplish on offense. This is a different look for a team that's really known for running, but it's showing that they can do everything.
Defensively, they've been stout. Offensively, they're starting to get hot. The number 2 team in the country in the Lindenwood Lions lead 2-0 with under 13 minutes left to go. Possession now for the Rangers. It's Sarah Myers. What a season she's had for the Regis Rangers, scoring over 60 goals at 62 on the season. She's got the ball into the middle. She saw Fedorowski score, tries to do the same. Now lost the handle, goes on the ground, but passes it off. More on Myers, averaging over 5 goals a game. That's the highest rate in the entire country. So Sarah Myers has been dominant from start to finish this season.
So they're locking her off again, and she's a midfielder. She's having to play a lot of defense as well.
We saw that last week with Lindenwood. They had to go against one of the top scorers on Colorado State Pueblo and shut them down for a majority of the game. So this Lions team likes to adapt to that one player and make sure they don't beat them. Under 12 minutes now left to go. 34 seconds left on the shot clock as Peoples gets it stolen off of her. Winning it, Geronimo.
Oh, got to play her down. I think she was checked in her midsection and it was not called, but there'll be an injury timeout here to tend to Kylie Peoples.
Peoples down but gets right back up. Some of the numbers so far. 2-0 the score for Lindenwood. They now lead in terms of shots 5-2. The goals scoring for the Lions. Emma Wildheart got it started, and Fedorowski got the second. Both goals unassisted so far.
Yep, Wildheart from the free position that she very much earned, and then Fedorowski just going to the net for herself and doing what it is that she does. I don't expect the way both teams are playing offense here that there is going to be a whole lot of assisted goals today. There's just not a ton of that ball movement that's required to get that done, and that's respect for your opponent's defense. This is going to come from, from shots coming at the end of the clock and individual efforts.
Through the middle for Lindenwood is Geronimo. Moves it to the near side as Geronimo goes to the ground. And a whistle's going to be blown.
Well, they're going to blow the whistle on Hurd, and I didn't see a card come out, but they're just carrying that momentum, and with the players frozen here, Fedorowski has a lot of options to get the ball cleared easily. And with 70 seconds left on the shot clock, she'll have plenty of time for her teammates to.
Looks like she got started a little bit too early.
No, the official is counting, make sure that neither team was offside, and now they'll whistle it in.
Fedorowski dumps it off to the near side for Paige Sutton. Sutton slows it down. Plenty of time left on the shot clock at 55 seconds. Just over 11 minutes left to go in the first half. Lindenwood still with that 2-0 lead. Looking to take down Regis for the first time since last season when the last time these two teams met was in the NCAA tournament, a game that was won by the Regis University Rangers. So the Lindenwood Lions trying to get back at their bitter rivals. 30 seconds left on the shot clock. On the near side, Hagberg goes right towards goal, but now bounces behind the goal. 20 seconds left.
Left-handed feeder.
A lot of room in the middle, but
Good
Shaw's
check.
hit off the stick of Pfizer. Pfizer found herself in a great scoring opportunity, but a good defensive play by the Regis Rangers gives them the possession with just over 10 minutes left to go in the first half. Down by 2, but with it now, Quigley. Quigley spins past Wildheart, now bounces it out wide.
Good fending with Quigley. She's cleared it herself the past couple of times, so they're adapting to their opponent and riding the way they want to. Go ahead.
Into the middle comes Quigley, gives it off to Peoples. So far, Peoples has been held off the board. Hasn't had a shot on goal.
All this time that they spend trying to get the ball cleared, it just takes it off the shot clock. They've only got 40 seconds out of the initial 90 to work with.
It's Peoples at the 20. Support running over to her right. As she walks into the middle of the area. 25 seconds left to go on the shot clock. 9:25 on the game clock. Lions looking to hold on to their shutout. Ball's behind the goal. Going against a Rangers team that just lost the possession again. And a mistake by Regis gives the Lions the ball, but Fedorowski lost it in the middle. Now it's one around the 15. And Regis somehow recollects and the shot clock resets to go along with it. So best case scenario for Regis, they have more time to strike.
Well, great redefend from Regis. They were able to get a good check on Fedorowski, put the ball back in the carpet. And a goal.
The shot comes in, and that's the first goal of the game for the Regis Rangers. They make the Lions pay for their turnover. And just like that, it's a one-goal game.
Looks like number 13, Watling. And she just posted up, saw a look at the net, took the shot, and buried it. Not often seen, but seen more and more at the women's level. No, that one's Donier, number 16. She's gonna be the scorer of record on that one. That was a great shot.
Goal given to the attacker for the Regis University Rangers. Wendy Donier makes it a one-goal contest with 8 minutes and 48 seconds left to go in the first half. It was a tough break on that possession. Troy Lindenwood forced a turnover, about to take it out with Carly Fedorowski, but it was knocked out of her possession. Then it was the goal that made a one-goal contest.
You give Donier a lot of credit. That's just a lot of confidence in your own ability. That was a very well-placed shot.
Ball into the middle. Peoples trying to tie the game. She's got the ball. Spins on to her right. Wide open is the attacker, but she lost the handle of it. Now it's up in the air. Whistle's blown.
Well, they're going to call it obstruction and put number 12, Jordan Winchester, put the freshman on the line. Lefty is right dead center.
High pressure moment for the freshman with 6 goals on the year, trying to make it 7. The shot on the left side deflected and goes behind the goal. Still a possession, however. And now they're in the middle. A little shot goes into the bottom left corner. What a strike that was by Jessica Berg, the senior, to make it a 2-2 game. And what a response by the Rangers, down 2-0. 2 good possessions in a row lead to a game that's knotted at 2 with 8:13 left to go in the first half.
They're just shooting, and that's fine. I mean, she had a pressure to handle the ball, brought it down, handled it in the same motion, bounced it past Smith. So, well placed on her part. Leave it to your seniors to come through.
The Lions scored the first 2. The Rangers have scored the more recent 2. What else would you expect from these two teams meeting up? Every single game we look at between these two teams, always a close score. Last time they played, it was a 2-goal difference in the end. Last time the Lions won was back on May 6th. That game was 19-14, so each time they play, it's always just close between the two sides. Now another attacking opportunity
Good
comes
check.
for the Regis Rangers. They got it behind the goal. Pass to Myers, the always dangerous Sarah Myers. She's got nothing on the board so far, but on the right side, takes a bit of a shove from Pfizer.
Heck of a cross check. That had a lot behind it. But will it put her on the line? Yeah, not. They're just off. Nope, they're putting her on the 8 meter. So you have the top scorer in the country staring you down.
The last player in the country you'd want to look one-on-one. Here comes Myers, and no doubt about it, finds the top left corner. And the Regis Rangers lead 3-2 with 3 unanswered goals. This one from Sarah Myers, her 63rd of the year. It's a 3-2 Regis lead with 7:44 left to go.
Give her a lot of credit with her shot placement. The last 2 shots from the Rangers have been low, from the hips down. She goes upstairs with this one.
Goal scorers on the game so far for Regis. Sarah Myers got the most recent one. Berg opened the scoring to make it a 1-goal game. Then Danye tied it. Now it's 3-2. Lindenwood looking for a response. A lot of times this season, Troy, we've seen Lindenwood, after giving up a goal, respond immediately with the pressure and get the goal right back. Haven't seen that in the last couple goals, however.
Well, Cromer's going to come in and take this draw.
Ball up in the air.
And she
and
comes
winning
down.
it is Cromer. Cromer gives it off, and here comes Hagberg right down the middle. Moves it to the left side now. Hagberg still with it. 7:30 left to go now in the first half. Down by 1 are the Lions.
Give them a lot of credit with their discipline. They're executing their game plan. Haven't given up on how they want to execute. Play a lot of settled offense. Deny the ball. You can see how well Regis can stack goals up on top of each other. So give the Lions a lot of credit.
Sammy Smith with it. 44 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Under 7 minutes left to go in the first half. As the Lions look to strike back. Their goal scorer so far, Fedorowski and Wildheart. Crawford in goal, 2 saves, 2 goals allowed. Hagberg trying to make 3 to that goals allowed category, but it's knocked out of her hands. It goes to the far side now to play, and that's going to be a Regis possession.
Yeah, Jessica Berg on the check. She came off of her assignment and doubled the ball as Hagberg came through with the ball in her off right hand. And well won here for the Rangers.
Quigley with a dazzling move past Farley. Now goes to the far side. Takes a bit of a hit from Fedorowski. Fedorowski goes to ground. Nothing called. Play still on. Quigley still with possession.
Good check.
Hit away. That's Larson. But still a possession for the visitors in all white. Now under 6 minutes left to go in the first half.
Now they've stopped shutting off Myers. They're running Myers from the restraining line to give her the ball and room.
Myers on her left. Pass Fedorowski, a low shot comes
save.
in. Smith makes the stop.
But that's going to put, they're going to have a card on Lindenwood. Or no, they're holding up a card. This one is a charge on Myers. And so she'll be sent off and Lindenwood ball.
Oh, what a break that is for Lindenwood. Myers goes over to the sideline. We'll have to
She's in the
sit.
penalty box. They'll be down a player for the next 2 minutes.
5:35 left in the first half. Lindenwood with the ball, but down by 1. Geronimo. Into the middle comes Hagberg. Passes it in. Pfizer. Pfizer's got some speed on her. Looks up the field. Now over to her right. A sideways pass. Goes over. Finds Wildheart. To Wildheart's left is Pfizer. Goes over to her right instead for the Lions' most recent goal scorer, and Carly Fedorowski. She's got 2 shots in the game so far.
And they're pressing out hard on Fedorowski. They don't want her to get a clean look at the net.
Fedorowski looks into the middle for someone to strike. Now passes it over the net, a couple of players, but it finds its way into the middle again. A loose ball. Fedorowski, the magnet, goes right back to her again. She sprints towards goal. Fedorowski on her left, takes a shove in the back. Now passes it out to Pfizer. Pfizer from the 10. Looks right, goes right. 20 seconds left to go on the shot clock as Hagberg gives it off to Sammy Smith. Sammy Smith not challenged, collects it off the ground. 15 seconds left to go on the shot clock. The shot comes in low, past the bottom left corner as the time continues to wind down. 8 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Lions need to hurry. A fake.
Shooting space, great job from Hagberg. Caught it, immediately looked to take a shot at goal. Her defender was in the lane in front of the goal, so shooting space violation. On her natural lefty side, she's got her stick to the middle. Good look here for Hagberg.
The Lions need the equalizer. Great chance for it with Abby Hagberg. Just 5 seconds left to go on the shot clock. And she lines up. Hagberg shot. Save made by Crawford. 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Lions fires her shot into the back of the net. And that's going to count, folks. It's 3-3 Garland Pfizer as the shot clock expires. Levels the game at 3-all with just over 4 minutes left to go in the first half.
Great garbage goal from Pfizer. Hagberg had a good look at the net. The clock will reset right when it hits the goalie. So they were not in any danger of expiring the shot clock. Pfizer was able to collect the ball, bounce it past goaltender while she was out of position. Terrific initial save from Crawford, the sophomore from Stillwater, Minnesota, but just didn't quite have the presence to get back in the net, and it was an empty net for Pfizer.
The Lions take advantage of the man-up situation to tie it at 3-all. 4 minutes, 4 seconds left. A thrower so far on a cold day in St. Charles, Missouri at Harlan C. Hunter Stadium. Both teams with 3 goals apiece. 3 different goal scorers as well for both sides. In the middle for Regis, Jessica Berg. Tries to win it, goes up in the air. And Berg goes down to the floor. And a whistle's blown. That'll go against Lindenwood. Berg with it at the 40. Right behind Berg was Sutton. Sutton forced the turnover, intercepted on the near side by Fedorowski. Lindenwood's got it, collecting off the ground. Wildheart took a bit of a whack.
That is a cross check, and she's going to sit.
Another man advantage for Lindenwood as Lauren Hurd sprints over to the sideline.
That may be her second card. That's she's putting her and herself and her teammates in a great deal of jeopardy of losing her for the rest of the game.
Multi-purpose player.
Clear. So another player up situation. This makes cracking the Ranger defense that much easier. Not like it was ever easy.
It's Paige Sutton. Moves behind the goal for Sammy Smith. Lindenwood, the great chance to take back their lead. Haven't led since when they took a 2-0 lead that turned into a 2-1. The 3 consecutive goals scored by the Rangers gave them a 3-2 advantage, but now it's tied at 3 with just over 3 minutes left to go in the first half. 48 seconds left on the shot clock as Smith waits.
Now they're going up to an open set here. Coach Smith is relaying something in here from the sideline. They're making an on-the-fly adjustment. They're not going to go in any kind of hurry.
30 seconds left. Smith being stared down by Crawford. Now she moves. Looking into the middle is Sammy Smith. She points her directions. Now in, taken by Lindenwood's Cromer. Fedorowski moves in to the 15, now the 10. Fedorowski hit off of her stick.
And now Myers on the cause turnover. What a terrific matchup we're seeing. You know, we're seeing Fedorowski and Myers playing O and D against each other. This is a treat.
Heavy pressure on the goalkeeper Myers, but she was able to get it out of danger to Quigley. Now with a lot of room in front of her is Jessica Berg. Berg looks left, goes left. Collected on the far side. They've got numbers in the middle. Back to Berg. Berg lines up the shot, goes just wide.
Misses wide, but they're going to put her on the 8 meter with a foul inside. So dangerous position here for the Lady Lions.
Right after a long Lindenwood possession, a great scoring chance for Jessica Berg. 1 minute, 56 seconds left to go in the first half. Scores tied at 3 at the moment. Trying to change that is Jessica Berg. She's already got 1 goal in the game. Looking to make it 2. Whistle blown. Berg shot save made by Allie Smith with the leg. And Lindenwood takes over.
Great way to track the ball from Smith. She flashed her left leg out, got it on the ball, and even more impressive was the fact she was able to control the rebound.
Great first half for Allie Smith. Has allowed the 3 goals. Not much you can do about those, but she's also made 3 critical saves to keep this game level. Lions now with the ball with 1:28 left to go. On the near side for Lindenwood is the freshman Megan Ray.
Great stick.
To Sutton. Sammy Smith once again behind the goal. Looks at all of her options. The defender picks her up, puts pressure on her.
She's got room if she wants to go.
And she does go over to her near side. Vanessa slows it down once more. Under a minute left to go in the first half. Smith takes a hit, lost the ball, picks it back up. Sammy Smith on her left side. Faces a couple of passes. Now to the top, won by Pfizer. Pfizer leveled the game at 3 with their most recent goal, her 3rd of the season. 15 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Lindenwood into the middle. Hagberg shot just wide.
10 on the shot.
30 on the game clock. 5 down the shot clock as it's Cromer to Pfizer. Pfizer with 2 seconds left. 1. And that's going to be a shot clock violation. Lost the track of how much time was left. But another good defensive possession by the Regis Rangers. Now with 21 seconds left on the game clock in the first half, they could try to end the half with possession.
Yeah, they're going to have to look for a significant clear from their goaltender here, but absent an opportunity, she may just hang on to this and go to the half. Yeah, it looks like that's what she'll do.
She tosses it all the way up.
Yep.
Won by Lindenwood, and that's how the first half will end. Lions 3, Rangers 3. What a game so far between the number 3 team in the nation and the number 2, between the Regis Rangers and the Lindenwood Lions.
No, terrific. I mean, this is definitely a chess match. This is what we thought we were going to see. Not this level of defense, but very impressive.
Goal scorers so far for Lindenwood, Fedorowski, Wildheart, and the most recent one scored by Pfizer on the other side. Berg's got 1. Donier has 1, as well as Myers. So what a game so far. Builds up for an even better second half.
Absolutely.
Both teams have solid crowds in attendance as well. We have an away visiting section right in front of us. We've seen a lot of Regis Ranger fans in attendance supporting their team, and it's been great to see with all these fans in attendance. Despite how cold it is, we're warm up here as we said earlier, but still so many fans watching this great contest.
Going to break now. Join us as we come back on the Lindenwood Sports Network.
There was an old woman. She had so many children, she didn't know what to do.
When your team hits the road, there's no reason you can't do the same. At Drury Hotels, a good night's sleep is just the beginning. Our friendly team members and generous free amenities, Wi-Fi, hot...
And kiss them all soundly.
Lights out.
And put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End
Hello
it
and
at
welcome to the Lion Pride Sports
We played all the top schools early, so we just had to battle through that and use those games to get better, and we have done that. So now we're playing, you know, the lower half of the conference.
SSM Health, we believe in the healing power of presence and learning about what matters to you. Because knowing you better as a person helps us treat you better as a patient. SSM Health.
With Allie, it started on the court, and now it's kind of everywhere.
Where's my stapler?
Here, you can borrow mine.
Thank you. Hey, Allie.
Yeah?
Can I get a candy bar?
Oh, hey, thanks.
I think it's been really hard on Jake since he has to keep all of her stats, and now she's getting assists everywhere, so it's been hard for him to keep up.
It's a tough job, but someone's got to do it. I'm just glad the season's over, so I don't have to update her stats anymore.
Everything has a beat from the people all around to the walls of concrete. There's a rhythm, there's a flow, there's a stop, there's a go. If you never paid attention, then maybe you didn't know. Everything is moving to a relative time. You can always count it out. There's a reason and a rhyme. You were made to feel alive like the music so sweet. So get up off your seat, just feel the beat. Yeah, just a little louder now. Yeah, yeah, come on and feel the beat. Hey!
Presence is coming together, making lasting connections, and celebrating meaningful moments. At SSM Health, we believe in the healing power of presence and learning about what matters to you. Because knowing you better as a person helps us treat you better as a patient. SSM Health.
So with spring season coming around, people are very busy, and even the guys are very busy, but they're doing their job on and off the course. So what do you think? Left edge?
Go straight at it.
Yes! There we go. So what do you think we got here?
Looks like fruit pie and chocolate raspberry.
I think chocolate raspberry?
Should go with the chocolate raspberry. I like it. Good shot.
Good choice. All right. I want to thank my caddy Brad for doing everything he does for me and even making the good choices on and off the golf course.
This always happens in a crosswind.
Thanks, man. He really is the best. Hey, man, I have a question. I want to text this girl, but I don't know if I should use a winky face or smirk face. What do you think?
Go with the smirk.
Okay, I'll do that. Good call, man. It worked out.
Nice.
So it's spring season.
When your team hits the road, there's no reason you can't do the same. At Drury Hotels, a good night's sleep is just the beginning. Our friendly team members and generous free amenities, Wi-Fi, hot breakfast, 5:30 kickback featuring hot food and cold beverages will brighten your day and make your journey easier, win or lose. For reservations, call 1-800-DRURYINN or visit us on the web at druryhotels.com. Drury Hotels, travel happy.
So our athletes coming into season, we were saying in order to be successful and to win a national championship, we need to stick landings more, and they've taken it to the extreme and they're working really hard on it. Whether it's getting a drink of water.
Okay, babe. Come on, Katie. Nice. Woo!
Or turning in a test.
Let's go, Hadley. You got this. Come on. This. Come on. So pretty. You got it. Come on. Right away. So good. Yeah.
Our athletes are always willing to go the extra mile and be very detailed and persistent in their gymnastics, and we just really couldn't be more proud of them.
Let's go, Andy. Come on, Andy. So good, Andy. Come on, Andy. All you, Andy. Come on. You got it. So good, Andy. Beautiful. Come on, Andy. Yay! Woo-hoo!
And we are back here on the Lindenwood Sports Network. 3-3 is the score between the number 2 team in the country and the Lindenwood Lions, and number 3 team in the nation and the Regis Rangers. Dominic Koser along with Troy Hood calling all today's action. And Troy, what a game it's been so far. We expected this fully coming into the game. These two teams so talented, so good at everything they do, and it's really led to an even display on both sides so far.
You want to make the game about the players, but the players on both sides are doing a fantastic job of executing what both coaches have put in as far as the game plan. You can tell there's a lot of preparation for this. The Lady Lions have had the vast wealth of the possession time by far, but they've respected their opponent. Very stout defense from Regis, and they've had to earn the 3 goals they have. Regis's goals came in bunches, and they were flat out shooting the ball and shooting the ball well. That said, both goaltenders have come up solid. So, with a little less on the goaltending side, we could see about a 6-6, 7-7 game here. But both Smith and Crawford have played super. So I don't look for that to change. I'll be really surprised if this gets to 10 goals on either side.
The score was 2-0 Lindenwood at a point, but as you said, Troy came in bunches for the Rangers. They scored 3 unanswered goals, getting capped off by a leading goal scorer, Sarah Myers, but then a Garland Pfizer equalizer has them leveled at 3. Opening draw of the second half, won by Lindenwood and their All Blacks, now moving from left to right, while in the All Whites, the 12-0 Regis Rangers are moving from right to left. Lindenwood starts the second half with possession. They move to the near side, and that's just past the handles of Elena Geronimo. You also mentioned the goalkeepers so far. Smith has 3 saves, as does Crawford. So similar performances on both sides of the ball up to this point. on the near side, getting challenged by Sammy
Great
Smith.
defense from Sammy Smith, and she's walked over. So great job controlling Quigley from Sammy Smith, playing out of position today. She's playing in more of an attack role rather than in the midfield.
Now it's a Lindenwood ball. It was Quigley who's been running down the center most of this game so far when starting up a possession for the Rangers. That time was forced out wide and it led to a turnover. It's Geronimo. Geronimo with no goals or assists on the year so far. That's not what she's in there for. Has been a key part to the success of this Lions team on the defensive end so far in this game, all season long for Lindenwood as well. Behind the goal, Sammy Smith.
No, they're still working with their game plan. They're in this in a 3-player stack here in the middle, occupying people.
Smith taking some time off the clock. She looks over to her right.
Yep, making Myers play defense. She's pressing out on Pfizer.
Smith tries to lose her defender, but sticking her with her right the whole way is Schillmuller. Sammy Smith has it on the right side. 20 seconds left on the shot clock as Smith runs into the middle on her left side. The shot comes in. That's a good save by Crawford. Bounce out wide. Crawford well out of her goal, and Lindenwood collects it. Fedorowski. Crawford gets back. Fedorowski defended by 2. Puts it on the ground. Bounces up to Hagberg. Pfizer's shot. That's another good save. Bounces the goal. That's a goal for Lindenwood. Trickles into the back of the net past Crawford, and the Lions have their first lead since early on in the first half. They lead 4-3 with just under 28 minutes left to go in the second half.
A little more loose from the Lindenwood offense. Garland Pfizer, not known for outside shooting ability, just throw it at the net and let good things happen. And Haley Gallant picks up the loose change in front of the net. Give the Lions some momentum coming out of the half.
They strike early, scoring inside the first 3 minutes of the second half as Gallant gets her 29th goal of the year, now tied for a team lead along with Carly Fedorowski. Scores 4-3.
And Cromer is back at the draw. She started the half as well. She's playing the equivalent of what in the guys' game we'd call a FOGO, face off and get off. So she's taking the draw, getting the possession, and then getting off the field.
The draw
good
is won
stick
by the Rangers. And a foul's called against Lindenwood. Still a possession for the visiting team. As on the near side, it's Kylie Peoples. Lindenwood's done a great job in shutting her down so far. One of the top goal scorers on the year with 24 goals for Regis. But Kylie Peoples held without a point and held without a shot with 27 minutes left to go. But here comes a shot from Myers, and when you need a response, who do you look to besides Sarah Myers? If you're the Regis Rangers, she ties the game up at 4, and the good one keeps getting better and better with 27 minutes and 23 seconds remaining. The Lions have 4, the visitors have 4.
Yeah, this is more the game I was expecting. Something, this type of question, answer each other's goals. Myers was able to come out of the back end on her own. She came out of the restraining line, not able to face guard her, not able to deny her the ball, and she goes upper right-hand corner. 64th goal on the season.
One of the top tallies, not just in the area, in the entire nation, as the two teams go back for the draw. 2 quick goals in succession to start the second half as Carly Fedorowski goes down the middle, now past the right hash marks, now on the near side. Fedorowski. 1 goal in the game for her in her 2 shots. Second most on the team to this point. Smith. Controls it behind the goal. Once again being looked down by Crawford, who's made now 5 saves in this game. Lions move from left to right. Moving to the far left of Sammy Smith is Pfizer. She generated the last goal for Lindenwood, sending it towards the net. The save was made by Crawford, but it bounced out to Gallant. It would put the Lions ahead for just a split second before the goal was made or scored by the visitors. And that one was won by Quigley and it goes out of play.
Now she'll be fouled on the play by Wildheart, so Rangers will retain possession.
Quigley now tosses it over to her left, taken by Crawford. In the last game, the other goalkeeper for the Regis Rangers appeared to go along with Crawford. Hope Correa, the senior out of Maine, appeared in the win against Oklahoma Baptist, but now it's just been the show for Crawford. Foul called, now into the middle come the Rangers. It's a good run and pass by Vanek. Now they're dangerous on the far side. With under 26 minutes left to go in the second half, score still 4-4, at least for the moment. High pass, but still good grab by Peoples. Kylie Peoples looks over to her right, watches a runner go inside,
Good
ignores
stick.
her, and now it's one away by Lindenwood, and they've got it down the middle. Lions
They've
have
got numbers if they hurry.
With it, Morgan Reeder passes it off on the far side to Gallant. Gallant scored one, looking for number 2, gives it off to Smith. Now the Lions will slow it down.
Great pick from Reeder. She read the pass. They're trying to run the ball into Myers, and obviously why, but great anticipation from the Canadian defender.
Now Sammy Smith trying to reward the great defensive play by Reeder with a goal on the other side to give the Lions a 5-4 lead. Watching from the sideline in his 14th year, head coach Jack Cribben, along with his assistant coach Brian Smith on the other sideline for the Regis Rangers. In her 12th year, Sarah Kellner. At the top, Lindenwood moves. Looking for some sort of shooting lane to open up is Alex Hammonds, but she lost it. Quigley with another win on the defensive side. Ball goes down to the ground around the 50, wins it back, now passes to the near side. Into the middle come the Rangers.
Good hustle from Reeder coming back, and Fedorowski. They had numbers going up, and the Lady Lions able to get back in the hole.
On the far side, Jordan Winchester. She gets it off behind the goal. Winchester had one of the best chances of the game so far with a free position. Shot came in, but it was a save that made by Allie Smith, and an important one at this point. As the score is still 4-4 with 23 minutes and 45 seconds left in to go in the second half. On the far side, moving in come the visiting Rangers. On the left side, the shot, and an easy save for Smith to deny the Regis attacker.
It was Winchester on the shot, and just didn't have a lot of, no, excuse me, that was Johnson. Not a lot of smoke on that one, and Smith was able to read that real easy.
Fourth save of the game for Allie Smith, who's got the ball at the 20. She slowly moves her way up the field. Here on a wet and cold day at Lindenwood University's Harlan C. Hunter Stadium. Two undefeated teams in the number 3 Regis Rangers and the number 2 Lindenwood Lions, jousting off to an evenly played contest so far as a great move is put on by Abby Hagberg trying to break the deadlock. She moves past the 20 on the near side. Looks up the field. Now gives it off.
Ellie Falk in at attack.
One of her first touches of the game, gives it back to Hagberg, who moves it on to her right side. 30 seconds left on the shot clock as Hagberg goes over to her left.
Natural lefty looking for a better side.
Wildheart. Good couple moves by Wildheart. Now underneath pass to Smith.
15 on the shot clock.
15 on the shot clock. 22:15 left to go on the game clock. As Sammy Smith tries to take the shot, but it bounces right out of her stick, and it's won by the Rangers, and a foul is called against Lindenwood.
I'm going to call an empty stick check against Lindenwood. Ranger ball.
Now it's Quigley. What a game so far for Quigley. Has done her damage on the defensive end, forcing multiple Lindenwood turnovers, and has been a force in starting the counter for the Rangers down the middle. Here she goes again. Good pass up the field, taken by Lucy Johnson. Johnson takes a hit, and that'll send Fedorowski over.
So Lindenwood will be one player short for 2 minutes.
And that's a huge player to lose for those 2 minutes.
She got her right on the crown of the head, so that will be called.
Also going over to the sideline was the one who drew the foul, and Lucy Johnson. One of the first advantages of the game for Regis with 21 minutes and 49 seconds left to go in the second half. Score is tied 4-4. With a good opportunity for the visiting side to change that state of affairs as Myers gives it off behind the goal. Pointing into directions and now giving off into the middle. Eyes turn towards goal. No shot yet as Sarah Myers has it on the near side, already with 2 goals on the game. The only player in this game so far with more than 1 goal. She passes it in. That's a great goal. Myers connects to Andrea McCallowlad, and it's a 5-4 Rangers lead, taking advantage of Federowski going over to the box.
Great cut from McCallowlad, and Myers saw her. Was able to catch, turn, and shoot from very close range. Not much Smith can do about that.
McCallowlad gets the goal, 5-4 with 21 minutes and 25 seconds left in the second half. It's goal number 16 on the year for McCallowlad. Lions in look and searching for another response. Looking into the middle. That's Cromer for Lindenwood.
She'll try to pull this back over her shoulder.
Ref sets it. Whistle blown. And it's won by Cromer. She looks for Sutton. A quick pass was too high for the freshman. And it's another quick turnover by Lindenwood, giving the ball right back to the Regis Rangers. What a low-scoring affair it's been to this point. Lindenwood's been held under 10 points just once this year, or 10 goals once this year, back on March 1st at Findlay when they scored 6 in a 6-3 win. So one of the rare games of this year so far where Lindenwood has been held slightly quiet on the offensive end, at least by their standards. Another good opportunity into the middle, off the post. And what a lucky break for the Lions. Went just off the right bar. Still in possession, however, as the shot clock resets for the Rangers.
Great loose ball play from Berg.
Ball now at the 20-yard line, where it's taken by Kylie People. She moves it on her left side, taken by McCallowlad. Now it's behind the goal. Just over 20 minutes left in the second half. Lions down by 1, in danger of suffering their first loss of the season to a fellow undefeated Rangers side. Ball moved behind the goal. Still plenty of time on the shot clock with 50 remaining. Ball into the middle. Great pass and a great save by Smith. Ball still in a dangerous area, up in the air. Now it's won by the Rangers and a whistle's blown.
Well, they're going to call the violation here from Lindenwood. Ball check in the halo around the head of the offensive player. So this will put Danye on the line, and we saw earlier with her goal, she can let it go. Big challenge here for goaltender Smith. They're putting her right at the center hash.
Danye with a chance to give the Rangers their largest lead of the game at 2. The shot comes in, and it finds the back of the net. Her second goal of the game, Wendy Danye, with under 20 minutes left to go in the second half, extends the Regis advantage to 6-4.
Now that's just playing lacrosse. You're trying to fight for a loose ball. You know, get your stick a little too close to your opponent's head, and you know you're gonna pay if that's who you foul. She's got a very quick release on her shot. It's hard to read, and not much Smith could do. So Coach Cribben calls a timeout. So we'll take a quick break and duck away on the Lindenwood Sports Network.
You got a king?
Go fish! In your face, in your face,
It only takes a moment to make a moment. Take time to be a dad today.
The score is 6-4 in favor of the Regis Rangers after a second goal of the game by Wendy Danye. Has them up by 2. Her 32nd goal of the season with just under 20 minutes left to go in the second half. And Troy, this Lions team, in a bit of an unfamiliar position all year long. They've been the team ahead at this point in the game, but now they're trailing to a similar team in the Regis Rangers.
No, absolutely. There's a lot of similarity to both teams. They play very similarly on defense. They play very similarly in the clearing game. A little bit different offensively. Lindenwood showing some versatility here with their offensive framework, but you know they're both very good. So you're as we referenced at the beginning of the broadcast, this is a chess match, and this is a chance for Allie Smith to shake that one off and get back in the goal. He saw her clear in her head, and Crawford at the other end playing a fantastic game. So this is the first time we've seen Meyer on the draw. Cromer's been doing very well.
Goes up in the air, and it bounces off the stick of Cromer, rolls around the 40, and it's going to go in direction of the Rangers. Ball moved into the middle. Myers with it. They scored the last 3 goals in this game to take the 6-4 lead with 19:35 left to go in the second half, as that pass was a little bit too low on the far wing intended for Sarah Lugo, and it goes out of play. Linwood now starts with Allie Smith. Smith's played a good game so far with her 5 goals. It's just been beaten on the last couple opportunities at the shots. Now favored Regis 14-12. Used to be a heavy Lindenwood advantage in that category for most of the game. Not at this point, however, as Geronimo passes it into the middle.
Great pass.
It was caught by Reeder. Now on the near side, Hagberg goes into the middle on her left side. Passes behind the goal. Ray moves up into attacking in position as she did last week, starting off defensively. Now trying to get on the attacking side.
Lindenwood in a 1-4-2. They're spreading the field more than they have.
Fedorowski passes it off to Smith. Now it's Gallant.
Good
Gallant's
save.
Shot is saved by Crawford on the near post effort. Crawford stands her ground.
She got to the ball first. Change for Lindenwood. Megan Ray up playing attack. Gives the Lions a left-handed presence up front, along with Hagberg.
Now it's Maya Quigley, the freshman from Arden Hills, Minnesota, with a goal and 3 assists on the year. Down the middle, Peoples with a good opportunity on her right. Now moves it inside to the top. Myers on her left, weaves and takes a heavy hit by Pfizer, and that's a clear call.
She will probably sit for that one.
Myers on both knees as Pfizer laid her out just in the dangerous area inside the 10-yard line. So another great scoring opportunity on the way for the Regis Rangers.
And she's a tough player. She's going to clear off all the fill pebbles from the field and go to the line and take her shot.
Myers with 2 goals on the game, averaging over 5 goals on the year. A chance at yet another hat trick for the lethal goal scorer. Myers passes it off instead. What a decision that was, and it's a goal for the Regis Rangers, scoring it. Wendy Danye, she gets the hat trick instead, and a dominant start to the second half gets even stronger for the visiting Rangers. They lead 7-4.
Well thought out from Myers. We're seeing she's not just a goal scorer, and obviously the Lindenwood defense was looking to crash right into the nation's leading goal scorer, and then she found Danye on the near post.
Looking at Danye now, her 33rd goal of the year. What a decision that was from Myers. 2 goals and 2 assists for her. A great all-around performance for one of the best players in the entire country. She's in the middle for the draw, going against Cromer. 17 minutes and 52 seconds left in the second half. Lindenwood trailing by 3.
Illegal procedure, too many players on the field, Lindenwood, so the draw will be uncontested and go over to Myers.
Myers takes 2 defenders with her, now 3. Goes past all of them into the middle. Every time she's on the ball, always looking to create something, and usually does for the undefeated Regis Rangers. On the near side is Peoples. Kylie Peoples with it. The sophomore gets it right back to her. Moves back to the 20. Pass to the far side. Slow ball movement with 50 seconds left on the shot clock for the Rangers. Behind the goal, Danye. Danye near side. Lions trying to look formidable on the defensive end, standing their ground. As Peoples has it behind the goal, she gives it off. Pass into the middle, good stick by Smith, and it's won by Lindenwood, but another whistle is blown.
They're going to put Vanek on the line. I'm going to say Smith checked her inside the halo around her head, and so another challenge here for goaltender Smith.
Just as the Lions were about to exit the defensive zone, they give it back up. Vanek looking for her first goal of the game. She passes it off into the middle. Nicolette. 20 seconds left on the shot clock.
The Lindenwood defense.
Kylie Peoples looks towards goal. Her shot a little too high over the crossbar. As the shot clock will continue to go down. There's 8 seconds left. Lions go into the middle in defense. 5 seconds. Peoples into the middle. Goes to the far side, and the shot clock expires.
Goes off before the shot. Great defensive stand from the Lady Lions, defending a free position inside of that possession.
Did Lindenwood need that stop down by 3? Could not afford to give up yet another one, as the score is 7-4 still, with just over 16 minutes remaining in the second half. Lindenwood looking to remain undefeated on the year. They've got some work to do on the offensive end if they want to do so.
They've got to go quickly now.
Gallant scored her 29th goal of the year earlier on in this contest. So far, however, that's not enough for Lindenwood on the near side. Hagberg passes it off. Ray.
Now you have 2 lefties over here, so watch the give and go on the near side.
Good move by Hagberg as she gives it off to Fedorowski. Carly Fedorowski lost it, won by the Rangers. Getting in and out of the danger zone was Jessica Berg. Great game for Jessica Berg on the day. 1 goal, 3 shots, and has made her impact known on the defensive end. Sprinting into the middle, Kylie Peoples now slows it down.
Timeout,
timeout's called. Score 7-4. We'll take a quick break right here on the Lindenwood Sports Network.
Leaving hot coals improperly extinguished can cause a wildfire.
Hey guys, it's Smokey!
It looks as if Smokey is going to use the drown, stir, drown and feel technique. After the first drown, a good start. Next, another drink. And finally, a close feel.
Is it cool? Okay. Yeah.
Hey Smokey, catch! Oh, my bad, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Back here at Harlan C. Hunter Stadium, where the Lindenwood Lions women's lacrosse team is down 7-4 to the Regis Rangers with just over 15 minutes left. Troy, Lions have to get going on the offensive end if they want to get back in this game.
Oh, no, they're going to be pressing out a little more, which will open them up defensively. You're going to have to gamble now. The original plan was to keep the ball out of the stick of Myers and company, and that's kind of gone by the wayside here in the second half, and they're hitting a few pipes and seeing a very stout goaltender. So it's going to have to be some transition, some pressing on the defensive end to create turnovers and run transition the other way for Lindenwood to catch up. And they have to face down 74 seconds remaining in this possession or more.
It's a possession for the Rangers with 15 minutes left in the second half. Up by 3, looking to make it 4. Behind the goal, the scorer of a hat trick, Wendy Danye, the senior out of Seattle, Washington, has played one of her best games of the season and one of the most important games of the season for Regis. Behind the goal, Allie Vanek. Vanek moves over to our right side with a spin move, goes in. Allie Vanek still with possession. He takes the shot, and she's just unlucky as it hits the top of the crossbar and a heavy hit around the 20. And that sends player to the ground.
Reeder was coming hard, and she fouled her from behind. So with that hitting the pipe, that reset the shot clock.
And sent to the ground was Lucy Johnson. Got right back up, however, as Peoples now has possession, passes to the far side for Johnson. 14 minutes and 5 left to go in the second half. Lindenwood still trailing by 3. Looking to avoid another goal out.
This is where you want to press.
Good pressure by Pfizer to force the pass to the near side. Fedorowski in defense as the ball goes into the middle. Jordan Winchester goes on to the far. Danye fakes one shot with Geronimo right in her face. Now gets past Geronimo. Passes into the middle low. Somehow almost collected by Vanek, but it goes out to the far side for Peoples instead. 24 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Still with the ball are the Rangers. They pass it into the middle. What a pass that was. Ball's on the ground. Players going to the ground for it. No whistle's blown once more.
They'll call a foul inside the 8 on Geronimo, and so she's off to the right of the elbow of the fan, or of the arc here. So not a favorable place for a righty to shoot. They'll look to pass, and they do.
Danye passes it in, and Vanek gets her goal, her first of the game. The visitors' 8th, and the Rangers have an 8-4 lead with 13-14 left to go in the second half. What a beautifully designed play by Regis. Everyone thought Danye was going to be the one to shoot it. Instead, she passes it off inside. We've seen that a couple times this game. The unselfishness of the Regis Rangers. It pays off again with that goal. As Vanek, who already had an assist on the game, now gets her goal, her 25th of the year. 8-4 is the score.
Well, that's just being smart. If you're a right-hander, you have your stick to the outside. You have you have a very low angle from that projection. I mean, she can shoot hard, but that's not her side of the field. This was, I'm sure they made eye contact. They're both upperclassmen. That's just playing together. That's not drawn out for any reason.
Ball's up in the air, and it's won again by Danye. And the Regis Rangers take over. Almost losing her balance in defense was Reeder, but she was able to collect it. Ball's moved quickly over to Myers, now to the near side. Under 13 minutes left in the second half. The Rangers up by 4 against a previously undefeated Lindenwood side. At the 20, it's Peoples.
Lindenwood now slipping into their backer defense. You'll see Morgan Reeder track the ball. As it moves, she'll look to double immediately.
The shot comes in, and that's another goal for Vanek. Her second in the last couple of minutes, and now it's 9-4 Regis. Allie Vanek unstoppable in the last few, and it gives them a 5-goal lead with 12:29 remaining in the second half. This Regis team showing why they're top 3 in the country with this performance in the second half. The first goal was scored by Lindenwood. Gallant was the one who got it, but ever since that Gallant goal, it's been all Regis, and they've been the dominant side, scoring the last 5 goals. In the middle, it's Myers once more for Regis. Now it's Ellie Falk in the middle as well. Her first time. Down by 5. Lions let the pull off. A special comeback effort. They want to get back in this game against the Regis Rangers. We have a collision around midfield, and it'll be another possession for the Rangers. The Lions' last loss, as we talked about earlier, in the NCAA quarterfinals last year, came against the same Regis team. It's the one team.
Regular season loss here at home was quite a while ago. So this is turning out to be a dangerous position that they put themselves in. Let's see what they can come up with here. But Regis is going to be in no hurry to go to the goal.
Around the 20, Peebles moves it over to Myers. Second to last home game of the regular season for Lindenwood before they head on the road. They come back on April 27th to take on Oklahoma Baptist. That will be their final home game of the regular season at least. It's Peebles moving on to her left. Good move by her, but passes it off to Danye. Peebles still without a goal or an assist on the game, but her impact has still been shown in this game, creating opportunities for everyone else in all white. Peebles passes it in, and a shot from Vanek falls to the ground, goes over the crossbar, but another good chance on the horizon for the Rangers.
Well, Vanek will go to the line. Wildheart checked her as she was in the act of shooting, so that was a push. She'll go right to the center hash.
Vanek looking for her 3rd goal of the game.
Need a big save here from Smith to give the Lions some momentum.
The shot. Vanek finds her 3rd goal of the game, a hat trick all in the second half, all in the last couple of minutes for Allie Vanek, and in double figures now are the Rangers. They lead 10-4 over the Lindenwood Lions.
Now that one's just playing hard, going to the net, earned her place on the line and put it away. Lindenwood's going to call timeout.
Timeout's called, which means we'll take a short break. We'll be back right here on the Lindenwood Sports Network.
It appears these hot ashes are about to be dumped, which could possibly start a wildfire. How will Smokey deal with such a hot situation? The garden hose defense. Next, a thorough stir. Then another spray. And finally, feeling if the ashes are cool.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, yes, the selfie. A ritual practiced so frequently with this tribe, but not so much by Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
In the second half, it has been all Regis who leads 10-4 here at Harlan C. Hunter Stadium over the Lindenwood Lions. As Dominic Oster along with Troy Hood. And Troy, hasn't been the game that the Lions expected against this strong Regis side.
No, they were hoping to get more production out of the stack offense that they came out in and denying Myers and company the ball, but that strategy has not come forth here in the second half, and the Rangers have been moving very well offensively, winning draws, getting possessions. So now there's a very tall mountain to climb with 11:09 left in the second.
Draw one by the Rangers as it was pushed over to Danye by the possession of Myers. Myers on the game, 2 goals and 2 assists. Danye, 3 goals and 2 assists. 5 points on the day for her. She's got the ball with 2 defenders on her, rightfully so, with the way she's played. Gives it into the middle for Myers. Myers looking for the hat trick, and that shot's denied. What a save by Smith. Intended to go in the top right corner, not by the hands of Smith, however. Ball into the middle again, knocked away. Lindenwood takes over. Wildheart quickly up the field. Lions down by 6 with 10:30 remaining in the second half as Wildheart loses her defender past the 40, now the 30. Emma Wildheart. She's got Sammy Smith over to her right, a little bit deeper. She wants her, gives it off in front of her to Gallant instead. Haley Gallant.
They need to go. They need to go like now.
Lions hurry into the middle. It's the freshman Ray to Gallant. Gallant quickly in. She shoots it. She finds the back of the net. Haley Gallant gets the quick goal that Lindenwood desired. And with 10 minutes and 2 seconds remaining in the second half, they cut to a 5-goal game.
They will have to play fast break, no clock offense to try to climb this mountain, and that's a good way to start. Give it to your leading goal scorer and let her come before the Regis defense has a time to set up and scheme against it.
It's the 30th goal of the season for now the leading goal scorer on the team for Lindenwood, Haley Gallant. Makes it 10-5, still in favor of the Rangers. But a goal like that gives them some hope early into the shot clock after a great save by Ellie Smith on the other end to deny the 11th goal of the game for the Rangers. They turn great defense into great offense with that goal by Haley Gallant.
Now winning a draw will pay big dividends.
They've been heavily controlled in the second half by the Rangers, but this one's won by Lindenwood. Fedorowski moves it back and passes it all the way across for Geronimo. Now into the middle. Here comes Pfizer. Past the 50. Turn on the Blazers. Now stops and goes. Passes it off to the far side for Paige Sutton. Sutton with the defender right on her. Gives it off to Gallant. Gallant scored the most recent goal. Has scored both goals in this second half for Lindenwood. They've looked to her in this critical time. She's got the ball behind the goal. Gallant.
No, they can't wait long.
It's Sammy Smith. Points her directions. What a move by Smith. Shot, save made by Crawford with the extended right leg. And now Fedorowski picks it up. Shot clock resets. Fedorowski behind the goal for Gallant. Ray's to her left, goes to Ray. Megan Ray makes a move towards goal. Now looks for someone in the middle to open up. No one does, so she's forced to pass it behind the goal for Gallant. Haley Gallant looking for her second half hat trick. Tosses it off. Line of the shot, Hammonds. Hammonds still with it. And Ray now.
She was trying to draw a shooting space violation, not quite successful. Great job maintaining the ball.
50 seconds left on the shot clock, 8:30 on the game clock in this second half. Gallant with it once more. It's been a long Lions possession. Their first good chance of it being denied by Crawford. Moving over to her left and now on her right is Hammonds. Draws 2 defenders, now gives it off to the wide open Fedorowski's shot, and that one misses.
Great flip shot.
25 seconds left on the shot clock because that missed everything. Megan Ray on the near side for Hagberg. Hagberg faked one play, now into the middle, past the hash marks, tosses it over to her left. Hammonds splits her 2 defenders,
good check,
but it was just stolen away from her, and now resides with Crawford. With 7 minutes and 48 seconds left to go, the Lions are running out of the time. They needed that possession to end in a goal. It did not. Now it's a possession for the Rangers instead.
Great possession. Had a number of opportunities, just weren't able to finish. Good goaltending.
Vanek, who's got 3 goals in this second half, wants to go to the far side for McElligott. Scoring a 10-5 lead are the Rangers in their all-whites. Trying to restore their 6-goal lead as they pass into the middle. via Donier was intercepted. Lindenwood's got it with Carly Fedorowski. Fedorowski loses it from Donier, but Donier's called for the
And
foul.
they're going to call a foul on Donier for reaching across the body. So now they'll have a settled opportunity to clear.
Important play and stop by Fedorowski as Lindenwood now has it on the far side. It's Pfizer. Pfizer runs past her two defenders. Already has 1 goal in this game. Was her 3rd of the season. Trying to keep that attacking mindset as she gives it off to Sammy Smith.
Pfizer's gone back on the defensive end in favor of Ray moving up to offense.
Sammy Smith lines up the
Good
shot,
save.
and that's saved again by Crawford. And slowing it down and taking it out of harm's way is Schillmuller. Another stop by Ella Crawford. What a game she's had. 5 goals allowed, 8 saves for the goalkeeper, keeping them up by 5.
And the saves have been on some very timely shooting. I mean, they're not easy. They're in tight. She's reacted well to the ball. Stepped out to the shot. Good goaltending.
Peoples to Myers. Good move by Myers to draw the contact and to draw the foul right around the 20-yard line. Sarah Myers has done it all. I've seen her make some critical plays on the defensive side, but also has the 2 goals and 2 assists as a timeout's called with 5:42 left to go. We're going to take a short break and be back in a second right here on the Lindenwood Sports Network.
Got a quarter?
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Good kisses. Good kisses.
You heard how loud I heard. It wasn't you. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
In a game between 2 rivals, it's the Regis Rangers side that has the advantage at 10-5 with 5 minutes and 42 seconds left to go in the second half. Lindenwood running out of time to find a late surge as they trail by 5 in their second to last home game of the regular season. Dominant coach with Troy Hood as Regis has the ball. It'll be Sarah Myers right around the 19-yard line to start up the possession out of the timeout.
Yeah, she's just out of the 12 meters, so don't look for Regis to be in a big hurry to go anywhere, but watch, Lindenwood's in it right now. They're going to come out and pressure the ball.
Peoples, defended by 3 in the Lions, and it's knocked away by Fedorowski. Peoples still battles for it. Goes into the middle, and both teams still jousting. Right around the 25-yard line, back to the 30, still on the ground. Body's falling, won by Wildheart. She takes a whack, and a whistle's blown, rightfully so, as Wildheart goes down the other end.
Well, she's just going to continue.
Wildheart continues her run. Past the 20, now moves it to her left side, bounces off a defender, and her left-sided pass goes to the far side, off the stick of Fedorowski at the very top.
Now you have Larson and Reeder coming into the offense, trying to find a combination here. Reeder is a natural lefty. She's on her correct side. She's going to run right at Hurd.
And that's what she does. Reeder pass 1, pass 2. Reeder pass behind the goal, just out of the reach of Gallant. Possession remains with Lindenwood. Gallant goes right at her defender. Haley Gallant, low shot, takes a deflection, ends up in the hands of Larson.
Still loose.
And it's still on the ground, but now picked up by Ray. 4:25 left to go in the second half. Lions down by 5. Need to hurry. Gallant goes in. Hammonds is behind her. Still has it. Shot goes wide of everything and past Ray behind the goal. 18 seconds left on the shot clock as Ray has it. Megan Ray stares out on her defender. Then moves it to her right side. Now on her left. Fedorowski. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Fedorowski. 5. And the shot is saved and stopped as the whistle's blown.
We'll see what this is. This was an off-ball violation. We'll see where the officials put it.
Sarah Myers, who was a little bit slow to get up on the yellow line. She's up now.
Very impressed with her today, playing, with that many points out of the midfield and playing most of the game, defending as well as on the offensive end. She's quite the player.
2 goals and 2 assists for her. Lions have 4 seconds left on the shot clock as Fedorowski lines up. Down by 5. 3 minutes and 57 seconds left in the second half as Fedorowski still waits for the whistle. In the middle, Reeder for Lindenwood on the near side, closest to Fedorowski. Also in.
Look for the second cutter. First cutter will draw the defense. Second cutter should be open. And then she'll just have to run the ball in. There's no time to figure it out. She's throwing the ball right in the middle of that mess, and hopefully someone's going to come out with it.
Now an official.
Okay, everybody should relax here because we're having an extended conversation about the shot clock apparently.
As of now, there are just 4 seconds left on the shot clock and exactly 4 minutes left to go on the game clock. They've now adjusted the shot clock to 8. Gives the Lions just a little bit more time.
It does. It allows Fedorowski to look around and find an open teammate.
Fedorowski, 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Still with it. 2 seconds left. Shot goes in.
Good save.
Easy stop on the low right side by Crawford. Her 9th save of the game. This Rangers team have great attackers, and what a pass that is up the field by Crawford into the possession of Mikolad. And on the break come the Rangers. The low shot goes in and just wide of the goal. A quick attack by Regis nearly gives them their 11th goal of the game. But back to my point, they're great on the defensive side, holding this Lions team to just 5 goals. Crawford's been astounding in net, and add that all along with this high-powered offense with Sarah Myers, who scored 60-plus goals. A couple others who scored over 20, some in the 30 figures. It's just such a well-balanced team, and that's going to be one of the more dangerous teams to watch out for come the postseason. They're showing it all on display in this game with a 10-5 lead with under 3 minutes left in the second half. It's the dangerous Myers with it on to the far side for Mikolad. Mikolad with 1 goal in the contest, passes behind the goal. Wide open net, and that's going to be a empty net, pretty much goal scored by Sarah Lugo as goalkeeper Allie Smith went to the far side of the net and left a lot of room for Lugo, who was able to take advantage.
She was out pressing. This is a design play. They send the goalie out to cover the nearest offensive player to the net, and then they're able to extend and double the ball. Regis was able to pass around the pressure, get it to the backside quickly, and score.
As the LA fans in front of us give their team an applause. It's an 11-5 score line with 2:43 left to go in the second half. The Lions on their way to falling for the first time this season, while the Regis will stay undefeated at 13-0. Caribbean before the game said it's going to be a learning experience either way. If they win, they learn something else about their team. If they lose, then they hope they got something out of it on the learning side, and that's what Caribbean's going to hope out of his team after this one. There were some positive moments, an evenly played first half. Got off to a good start in the second half to go along with that, but then it was all Regis from then, so they'll have some things to work on going forward.
Now they'll meet again in the RMAC tournament, and probably again in the NCAAs. So this is good for both teams. It'll just make the next matchup that much better.
Turnover, taken down by Regis. Forcing it was Jessica Berg. all the way up to the field. Allie Vanek, she scored 3 in this second half, tied for the most in the game for the Regis Rangers, along with Wendy Danye. 2 minutes now remaining in the second half. Next game for Lindenwood will be on the road. They start a 3-game road trip at Rockhurst on April 18th. Myers into the middle for Vanek, and Vanek fakes a shot, fakes another one, passes it in for Peoples, but it's collected and a whistle's blown once more. The minute 42.
She'll go to the 8-meter. She was fouled right in front of the net. And Smith will still have work to do.
Another excellent scoring opportunity.
Yeah, watch the back door. There it is. Yep,
Ball's passed off.
She wants to run clock.
Now it's Myers. Lions head out to Rockhurst on the 18th and are at Fort Lewis the day after that. Play 3 games in a row, April 18th through the 20th. Rockhurst, Fort Lewis, and then UCCS. So 3 games on the road before coming back home on April 27th to take on Oklahoma Baptist, and it'll be the postseason. Myers lost the handle of it, knocked away by Geronimo. Lindenwood collects it with Fedorowski. Fedorowski dumps it off, looking for some line.
Got to communicate.
But neither Wildheart nor Hagberg were there. And with a minute now remaining.
Yeah, the shot clock can essentially be shut off at this point.
There's
so
just 50
they'll
seconds
continue
left.
to pressure the ball. They will not shoot.
It's Peoples. What a dominant display all around by the Regis Rangers, the one team that's had this Lions number in the past couple of seasons. They'll be taking on Colorado Springs in their next match on April 18th. They'll improve to 13-0 on the year. The number 3 team in the nation will surely rise over Lindenwood in the rankings now, but both teams won't fall too much.
They'll probably switch places. Give Haley Gallant a tip of the cap for her performance on the offensive end, but just not enough offense today for the Lions.
Gallant scored 2, but that wasn't enough. As the Regis Rangers, they know how important this win is. Look at them celebrate. They all sprint towards goalkeeper Elle Crawford. What a game for her. In goal, making 9 saves to give the Rangers the 11-5 win. Lindenwood falls to 12-1 on the year, their first loss at home in quite some time as the Regis Rangers improve to 13-0. Final thoughts, Troy?
No, this will be it. This will be a learning experience, like Coach Cribben said. They'll go back, look at the film, review their tactics, and approach. I'm sure they'll approach Regis a little bit differently, and they'll have maybe have some different personnel back for that game. So this look for these 2 teams to meet again in the RMAC tournament. The key from here out for both teams is going to be finishing healthy.
Both teams look to do just that. For Troy Hood and everyone that worked behind the scenes, this is Dominic Kosher. Thank you for tuning in, and we hope to catch you next time out right here on the Lindenwood Sports Network.